Hi, welcome back. So, in our last segment, we talked about meaning and how we create the meanings in our lives. And so, we can also change those meanings if we want to, if we're not so attached to them. And we can find peace when we do that. So, now I'm going to talk about how to change those meanings, how to let go of what's going on in the world. It's not it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. We put so much emphasis on the meanings that we give things. We hold on so tight that to let go, our ego gets involved. The voices in our head start going all over the place with, oh, but she did to me and blah, and I'll never forget when you did such and such. How important is it to you to hold on to that stuff? What are you feeding when you hold on to that stuff? Let me talk a little bit about how you really have no choice about things and yet you stay there. Imagine that you're standing in front of the ocean. And you're standing in front of the ocean and you see these fabulous waves come in. I mean, they are picture perfect. One wave after another, they start to roll up. You see them grow and grow, and then that white foam shows up as they come on in. Yeah, that's a beautiful sight. And you stand there and you're watching them come in and out, and it feels delicious. And you want to hold on to this moment. So, in the middle of these waves coming in, you grab your smartphone and you see the wave over there, and you focus and you say to the wave, just wait a minute. And then the wave hits you in the head. It hits you in the head because there is no such thing as holding anything still. And we know that. We know it's just a passing moment, it's the wave. As human beings, we are part of creation and we have free will, and that's what gets in our way. We have free will to think that it's okay for us to hold on to a moment instead of being natural and letting it go. It's okay to let things go. That's the reality of life. Look around you. If you feel that you are separate from creation, if you feel that everything is happening out there and that you're not a part of it, if you feel that, not only are you highly mistaken because you are part of creation, you are just as much part of creation as the sea, the sand, um, the plants that surround you, the food that you eat. You are a part of life, whether you like it or not. You are not separate from this life. And when you let life be the way life is supposed to be, then you allow life to move and change. I'm not telling you not to get angry about things when they happen. Get angry. We're designed to get angry. I had a Doberman years ago, and she taught me about anger. I had a Doberman and a German Shepherd at the same time. The Doberman was much older, 4.5 years older than the Shepherd, and she was wise. She was well trained and she was wise. Oh, she was amazing, fabulous dog. And we decided at the time I was married, we decided to get a puppy to keep her company. So we got this German Shepherd, and he was amazingly big, big guy, and she loved him. She thought he came from her womb. Her breast swelled and she thought she could feed him, and she nurtured him. It was beautiful to watch how much she adored him, loved him. She cleaned him, she took care of him, she trained him. It was so beautiful to watch. And when he got big as she is, or as big as she was, he was playful to a point of nauseam because he was big and he would bang into you and he'd be biting all the time. He was a puppy, but he was big. And she still adored him. And one day I dropped a biscuit on the floor and they both went down for the biscuit. And in a split second, for a split second, his life did not matter to her. It was growling and teeth and all this just to get the biscuit. She got the biscuit. There's a little bit of blood that she gave him on his lip, and then it was all over. In the same nanosecond that she was pissed and had to make her voice heard and make her mark, that's how long it took for it to be over, because the moment passed. Why can't humans be like that? Why can't we remember that we're animals too? Why can't we remember that, yeah, you get pissed, but you don't have to hold on to the anger. You don't have to make it mean something that is not healthy. You don't have to make it mean that love is supposed to be ripped apart. You don't have to make it mean anything about the other person except the moment happened. We do more harm with what we create in our minds. And what we create in our minds is only a passing thought. What we create in our minds flows like the wind, changes in a nanosecond. Since you started watching this video, a million things have changed. You're listening to me and you're also thinking about things in your own life and you're letting them look different. Already you're starting to change your mind. Recognize that. Recognize all the times in your life when you thought something was so important and then it changed. Hold on to that we change. So this way we don't have to do so much harm to others. We don't have to hold grudges. We don't have to make people wrong. We can make what happened in the moment something to learn from. My dogs learned. My dogs learned that she gets the cookie. He does not get the cookie. She's the top one. Head bitch, that's what they called her. In dogdom, that's what we call our females. So anger is okay. Anger is part of life. Transitory is part of life. Letting life move is natural. And that's my biggest wish for you today. Letting life move. Don't hold on to it. Because it tenses up your body. This is what happens. You get tense. When you get tense, you start tightening up your chest. You don't breathe well. Your back gets tense. Your neck gets tense. You start to get in dis-ease with your own body. I know you've heard that before. That's where dis-ease begins, all that tension. There's no reason to go there. Let life move. Breathe. Let things happen in the moment and then watch the moment pass. The reality is that life is always moving. Life is always moving. Who you were when you first started watching this video is not who you are now. Who I was when I first did the video is not who I am now. A minute ago, I was fixing cameras and playing with the monitor. Well, that's gone already. This morning you woke up and however your morning went, it's gone already. Life is moving all the time. Let it move and you'll find peace. I hope you have a beautiful day that moves. Bye.